So, morning class. We want to look at a certain topic in social studies, what you're calling characteristics of climatic regions in Eastern Africa. Characteristics. These are possible features, things that we have to look for into when we want to come up or want to categorize a certain region in what you're calling in terms of what you call climate. And therefore, we are saying that a climatic region is an area or areas that experience similar climatic conditions. So these climatic regions experience similar climatic conditions. So this is the one, take note of similar climatic conditions determine a climatic region. So a region is a wider area receiving similar climatic conditions. Therefore, we say such as the same amount of rain, it might be in terms of rainfall, it might be in terms of temperatures, and among many other reasons. So this is the main thing here, main one to take into consideration. Similar climatic conditions determines climatic region. Therefore, some areas are known to receive massive and reliable rainfall. Massive means a lot, and reliable, you can be able to plan for even agricultural events or activities within these regions, while others receive very little. Now, when this one is receiving very little, it's called unreliable. You can never rely on it. You may be planning to plant maize, which has to be harvested within 3 months, and you realize that in between the way, this one fails you because where you expected rain to fall, you don't find enough rain, and therefore it is unreliable. You can't rely on it. And that's why sometimes we substitute this little and unreliable with what you call irrigation method. So therefore, when classifying areas into climatic regions, we mainly use prevailing climatic conditions. This will help us a lot. Prevailing climatic conditions will help us to determine what we call a climatic region, which we have to look at similar climatic conditions. So one, in Eastern Africa is divided into the following climatic regions. So we want to look at the climatic regions in Eastern Africa. So we see them one after the other. So those climatic regions we had mentioned earlier, we said we are going to mention after the other. So one, we have Savannah climatic region. That is the first region in Eastern Africa. We have the second one called Equatorial climatic region. And remember, the word equatorial is derived from the word equator. So it's Equatorial climatic region. We have equatorial and modified. It's different from Equatorial climatic region. This is equatorial and modified mountain climate. So the climate region. Then we have the fourth one. It's called semi-arid. In bracket, we call it semi-desert. It's almost half of the desert. It's not a desert already. It is semi-desert. Then number 5, we have desert climate. So we shall be looking at one after the other. What is a desert climate? What is savanna climate? So we say Savannah climatic region, it is the largest climatic region in Eastern Africa. It is the one that occupies the largest region in Eastern Africa. We call it climatic region, a Savannah climatic region. And we also say the region is also known as tropical continental. So another examiner might use tropical continental, and another one used Savannah climatic region. It is upon you to understand they mean the same thing. So Savannah climatic region and tropical continental means one climatic region in Eastern Africa. So we also say that the tropical lands are neighboring the equatorial region, but lying within what we are calling the 23.5 degrees north and 23.5 degrees south. When we're talking about this now our globe, we have what we call the equator, and this is what we call this 23.5 degrees north, equator 0 degrees, and this is what we call 23.5 degrees south. Now, with what we can see, there, this is what we mean. This region is within this part. The region is within what we call Savannah climatic region. So it's within what you're calling 23.5 degrees north and 23.5 degrees south. So it covers all these parts here. Remember this one we said is the equator. It's a 0 degrees, what you call it, 0 degrees line. So therefore, this one is within that region. That is, it covers, that's tropical or continental, covers all this part. When you go to our maps, you will be able to look at that and see. So the climate region is divided into two: continental and what you're calling modified tropical climate. Continental and modified tropical climatic conditions. So therefore, what one just need to know is that it is the climatic region which covers the largest part of Eastern Africa. Number two is that this part covers within 23.5 degrees north. This we call it Tropic of Cancer, and this is called Tropic of Capricorn. So there's Tropic of Capricorn, and this is Tropic of Cancer. Not tropical, it is Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. And therefore, you realize that it covers this where we find all these regions, this where we find what we are calling Savannah climatic region, or continental, tropical continental. And therefore, that one brings us to now the next area where we are saying we have two categories of what we call tropical continental or Savannah climatic region. One we have said it is called tropical continental climate, and modified tropical climate. So we have two: tropical continental climate and modified tropical climate. Therefore, we'll be looking at one after the other in our next lesson. Otherwise, for today, have a good day.